happening right now. Dozens of Texans are asking state lawmakers to stop a project to put ultra-high voltage power lines near their homes.
It's a fight pitting property rights against the need to keep the lights on in West Texas. KVUE's Daniel Perot is live at the Capitol. And Daniel, it's going to be a long night there.
Lawmakers have been at it for 8 hours at this point. They're going to have several more hours to go. They spent most of the day so far talking about the state's electric grid and the changes and improvements that have been made to it in the last couple of years. Once again, state lawmakers really grilled data center companies about the electric grid, but most of the hundreds of people who came here to the Texas Capitol today are here for the second item on the agenda, and that is those proposed transmission lines. The proposed project would span nearly 200 miles from the Permian Basin to Bell County, crossing several central Texas counties along the way. The line will supply power to the Permian Basin. Its energy leaders answer to a law passed after the 2021 winter storm when millions of Texans lost power for days. Critics say the project will reduce property values, disrupt the agriculture industry, and affect wildlife habitats. But supporters say the project will strengthen the grid and make Texas's rapidly growing energy demands. Thomas Gleason, who's the chairman of the Public Utility Commission, told state lawmakers today that doing nothing here is not an option. He says they've got to find a way to get more electricity to the Permian Basin.
I think right now there's around 11 gigs of demand in the Permian. The estimate is by 2038 timeframe, there's going to be about 27 gigs. And as has been mentioned a lot, we don't cite generation in our cut. So when we see that, we have to come up with ways to provide power to those customers.
State lawmakers have also spent a decent amount of time today looking at the regulatory procedures and concerns from affected landowners. The Public Utility Commission has a strict 180-day timeline to review things, which some say makes it hard for communities to mount any sort of defense. And some landowners say they were not properly notified, which left them with little time to contest this project.
It's too complicated and complex for people to learn in such a short amount of time, and they really can't adequately defend themselves. So my push is please protect the individual landowner that maybe can't afford or find an attorney and still wants to meaningfully participate in the process.
Gleason says he agrees that there needs to be some changes to the timelines, and the PUC plans to recommend some changes to state law that will give Texans more time to weigh in on future projects. Some lawmakers are urging the PUC to pump the brakes and wait to make a decision on whether to move forward with the project until after the next legislative session. But the transmission company leaders say delaying things increases costs and extends the electric reliability risk here. The PUC is expected to make a final decision here sometime in the next couple of weeks about whether these projects can move forward. Live at the Texas Capitol, Daniel Perot, KVUE News.